Why can't you go across the aisle and say Representative Lewis, civil rights legend, would have loved it if we could do something for the totally disenfranchised in this country, no matter what? Can we give a huge chunk of money to the people who are disenfranchised?
Perhaps you mistook them for somebody who gives a damn for what you just described.
So that was House Speaker Nancy Pelosi actually sounding pretty strong. And that is, in my opinion, quite rare. So now, of course, she's strong against the Republicans who are stalling on passing a new COVID-19 relief bill. So now you've got basically the Republican HEALS Act versus the Democratic HEROES Act. And they're fighting over things like enhanced unemployment. They don't agree with that. Hazard pay for workers, and pretty much the total cost of the bill. In fact, Republicans do not want to spend any more money unless, of course, it goes to the donors. Republican donors already got their gigantic bailout, trillions of dollars getting sent to the banks, getting sent to the largest corporations on the planet. And so, well, they already got that. They don't want to spend any more, especially if it goes to the people. Ooh. Or, without some sort of corporate liability protection. That's what they want. And so generally they serve their donors, right? So now they both parties agree that you should send out more stimulus checks because, look, let's be honest, even Republican congressmen, they know how the economy works. They know that people have to have money to spend, right? They know that stimulating the economy, that one way to do that is to actually directly put money into people's pockets. They know that. Remember, the Bush administration sent out $300 to, well, I got $300 back then, but they sent out stimulus money from anywhere from $300 to $600 to every taxpayer, right? And so that was a little bit of stimulus. Now it wasn't enough, and the $1,200 is also not enough. It should be $2,000. However, that's what they agree on for the most part. But again, the Republican proposal is generally too small, too corporate friendly. And so I have some issues with that, right? And apparently so does Nancy Pelosi. Generally, I think they do agree on most of the corporate friendly stuff. But the Democrats at least try to throw a bone once in a while. And so anyway, she is going to continue to hammer Republicans. And I enjoy it very much. And I'm sure you will too.
That's the problem. See, the thing is, they don't believe in governance. They don't believe in governance, and that requires some acts of government to do that. But just what you described is what Mr. Chuck Schumer, is proposing that we do with some of the resources in the bill.
All right, so look, it's true. Republicans, they don't believe in governance. They don't. And so there's no lie in what she's saying, right? Absolutely right. In fact, Republicans want to get people back to work in the middle of the biggest pandemic in modern history. That's a stupid idea. We have nearly 5 million cases. 160,000 people have died so far. And now we're worried about sending kids back to school, right? And reopening the economy when we shouldn't be doing either of those things. You got hospitals in Texas, Arizona, and Florida that are overwhelmed, and still they're sending people back to school. They want to restart in-person classes. And again, terrible idea. I read a report this morning, 7-year-old boy with no health issues, right? Died from coronavirus in Georgia. But of course, nobody cares about him because he's black, right? No, this virus is serious, and we should not be opening up until we get the numbers down. But here's the thing, right? And here's the thing the Republicans bank on. People are so desperate now because of largely government inaction, right? Not enough stimulus for the people, too much stimulus for the corporations, that people generally, they don't want to go back to work, but they have to. A lot of small businesses, they can't afford not to open. Many couldn't get loans because of big businesses. They came up and scooped up that Paycheck Protection Program money. And, because it had very, very little oversight. I've done reports on where some of that money ended up, and it's absolutely egregious that it did not go to help the people that it was supposed to for the most part. And so a lot of these small businesses, they see their Republican governors ease restrictions and open up, and they say, well, I don't want to go under, so we're going to do the best that we can, and we're going to open up. We're going to call people back to work, right? And so if you call people back to work, by the way, they can't get unemployment benefits, and that's what Republicans want. They don't want to pay unemployment. They don't want to pay out anything more than they have to, unless it goes to their corporate donors. And so the irony about all this, right, is that these small businesses, well, suddenly they get a bunch of people with coronavirus in their businesses, and they have to shut down again, leaving those same people back and stuck. Now, especially now that the enhanced unemployment benefits are now over. But so understand that the biggest problem that I see here is Republicans, not taking up the negotiations sooner, right? They sat on their ass since May. They just now, within the last couple of weeks, said, turns out we have an impending humanitarian disaster. I guess we'll negotiate now, but understand that's sort of by design. I know they were saying, Mitch McConnell was saying that, we just need to have it play out. We need to see, where that money goes, right? And how it impacts the economy. Well, so far, hasn't been doing all that great, okay? We're nowhere near pre-COVID levels. And also, we have a gigantic humanitarian or housing crisis, both really, a giant housing crisis right up on the horizon. Not good. Not good. But again, Republicans decided that they would, take somewhere around 3 congressional recesses to actually wait to do something. So yeah, if you do believe in governance, you cannot be part of the modern Republican Party. All right. Just saying. So now that said, I'm not a Pelosi fan. You guys know this, right? I don't think she's progressive enough. That's my main problem with her, right? I don't think she's progressive enough. I think we do need a progressive to lead the party into a better direction. I've had problems with her not supporting Medicare for all when 87% of Democrats support Medicare for all, and she's just not ready for it, right? That's my big beef with her, right? And look, I also sometimes have issues with the way that she negotiates things and gives too much away to Republicans, okay? But on this, I got to give her credit. So far, she seems to have held. And I know it's politically good for her, politically good for the Democratic Party, okay? And so I had heard talk before that Republicans might have caved on unemployment, but it turns out they did not do so. Republicans offered $400 expanded benefits, and so far, she says, hell no. How about give us the $600 or go pound sand?